One more house tour mod, house tour video showing off some mods. This one's all for Tamriel Rebuilt. First, we're going to show off the magical mainland homes. I believe I've purchased all of the ones that can be bought. These are expensive, but interesting because each of them comes with little buffs that I think make the price possibly more worth it. So this one's just outside of Nivalis, which is right up here at the tip top of the world space. Obviously, Nivalis is how you can transport over to Port Talvanis and some other places, so it's not a bad house. It is 20k, which is a lot. So, all of these have pretty decent space and storage. Far more than the ash worm houses of the mainland I showed off in the other video. Okay, so each of these has different features that give you buffs. This is the Rejuvenating Bath. It restores health and magic 1 point per second, fatigue 2 points per second, magic 1 point per second, and fortifies health 50 points, fatigue 100 points, and magic 50 points for an hour. So, not bad if you're going to head out from this region and need a health boost. And there are also packing supplies in this house that feather 150 points for an hour. It also says all containers have 3 times the standard storage capacity. There's a keg that holds a bottle of Cyrodiilic brandy, refilled daily. And there's a table with a card game. I'm not quite sure how that works. So, yeah, 20k, but honestly, that little bath boost is no joke. Got a nice little porch, too. And I'm assuming it has to refill over time, which is fair. My first time trying it. Okay, Port Talvanis Tower. So this is right across from the docks, which is super handy. 20k purchase, though. Very steep. Just want to show off where it is. Alright, so it's kind of a foggy day. But yeah, the water strider and boat is right there. So, right across from the city. Great if you're doing a Telvanni playthrough and need that access in the mainland. So like I said, 20k to purchase, listed here. A mysterious rift with a crystal ball, able to communicate with an unknown entity. Giving a gift of Scamp Skin, Daedra Skin, or Daedra Heart will summon the respective creature within the chamber. Fortunately, I do not believe I have any ingredients on me. There's a scroll case that gives an enchant boost of 20 points for 1 hour of enchant. Available once a day. Let me put on my flying hat. Okay, so this is that summoning chamber room. Oh, cool, you got a little patio here, too. A lot of storage in these houses, which is very nice. And there's also a keg that has 1 bottle of Telvanni Bug Musk, which is refilled daily. Obviously great for personality. Okay, Firewatch. So most of these are right outside of a town, which is really handy. Like, you know, If you're going to be operating in that area and you've got the money, it's probably a worthwhile purchase just to have a place to come home to. I'm just going to quickly show off where it is. Once again, right outside main gate of Firewatch. Town's right there, up the road. So, Mysterious Book on the desk gives you a 20-point boost for 1 hour to one of your attributes, available once a day. Wow, decent little boost. A small crate outside the cottage door will have a random book or scroll deposited every time the traveling trader walks by. All containers have 3 times the storage capacity. Key to hold a bottle of Flynn, refilled daily. And another one of those card game tables. This one's a little less dramatic, but that's kind of nice in a way. It is called a cottage, not a mansion. Okay. Deer. Okay, so this is a manor, much larger. Once again, all containers have 3 times the storage capacity. Cost is 20k. There's a special oven with unique foods. Adventure Mix, restore health 50 points, restore fatigue 2 points, 30 minutes. Dro Jerky, fortify strength and endurance 20 points, 30 minutes. Muck Pie, fortify willpower 20 points, restore magic of 2 points, 30 minutes. Void Cookie, spell absorb 20 points, resist normal weapons 20%, 30 minutes. And Sweet Roll, fortify attack 20 points, fortify speed 30 points. Once again, right outside the main gate. This also has a thing down here that makes a potion of distilled dro. Water breathing for a long time, swift sim, and fortify hand to hand. That could be really great if you're trying to grab some underwater items or do exploration below the sea. Seems there's also a roof, or is this to another floor? Oh, this is the bedroom. Nice. Okay, what's next here? Akamora. This is actually right at the Silt Strider, so the bottom of town, essentially. This one is 15k. All containers have 3 times the storage capacity. There's a keg that holds 2 bottles of Sujamma, refilled daily. So yeah, Silt Strider's right around this rock, and then, you know, bottom of town. It heads up that way. Yep. Let's see, it also says a mysterious anvil and hammer that gives a 20-point boost for 1 hour to either light armor or medium armor. And a mysterious grinding stone that gives a 20-point boost for 1 hour to either axe, blunt, long blade, short blade, spear, or marksman, once a day. Oh, okay, it's all 3 armor types. That's good. So yeah, I mean, especially if you're trying to do some really tough stuff and you have the money to buy multiple houses, you could kind of do like I'm doing here and really boost the hell out of yourself. Okay, that's all 3 there. Balfoyn Manor should be the last one on Magical Mainland. I believe this is right outside the North Gate. This one is 18k. The flora inside the manor is scripted to refill 4 ingredients every 3 days. That's nice. Mysterious Mixture and Cauldron gives an alchemy boost of 20 points for 1 hour, available once a day. 3 times the storage capacity in all containers, and a keg that will have 1 bottle of Goya refilled daily. Yeah, it's once again right outside of town. You know, short little walk to the port there. Won't let me activate the cauldron. Maybe I have too many boosts from these houses all active at once. Probably a great place to pick up some ingredients that are semi-rare. Well, some of these are. And you get an allotment of 4 per grab. That's pretty nice. Nice, roof access as well. Get a partial view of town there. Oh, I skipped Old Ebonheart Cottage. So this is the smallest and cheapest. It's only $1,000, and it actually says here that eventually he'll give a discount. I'm not sure how that works, but $1,000 is pretty darn easy to come by. I'm scared to load this because my game really doesn't like to record Old Ebonheart. We'll see how it goes. This is right inside of town at the docks entrance, which is great if you need to get out to a bunch of other places. Old Ebonheart has dock service to multiple places in Tamriel Rebuilt, Vardenfell, Cyrodiil. Yeah, just inside the dock gate. Can't miss it. It says here, relaxing fireplace. Restore health by 100 points, fatigue by 200 points, fortify health 30 points, fortify fatigue 75 points, fortify strength 10 points, all for 1 hour. Built as a starter home, 3 times storage capacity. And you've got that bedroom, and then you've got some storage down here. $1,000 is a steal. So there is a little free home that you have to kill someone to get in the sewers, but I actually have not found it. And I'm not a huge fan of the sewers in these games. The only ones I've enjoyed so far are Narcissus. Okay, so Balfoyn's Seaside House is not part of that group of mods. So it does not have all these special effect things. It's more of a traditional house. And funnily enough, it's actually kind of beat up. I've actually meant to clean it up, but I feel like I should show these off as they are. It's small, it needs lighting, you probably need to bring out candles and stuff. It is right on the edge of town. on the sea side, the dog side. So, you can have 2 houses in this town. I do not remember offhand if this one was free or what it cost. I'm sorry. Oh. Maybe I was supposed to buy it and I illegally unlocked it, and that's why it's still messed up. I might need to do some Googling on that and write in the description. Okay. Brina Cross. So this is one of 2 houses I've found that work for Cyrodiil. Oh, this is a small one. It is right at kind of the edge of the neighborhood of Brina Cross, which is really close to the Mages Guild, so not bad if you need to teleport back to Anvil or Sturkyle. Flying hat to show where we're at. So yeah, they just tucked it in right there at the edge of the neighborhood, near the front gate. Nice, compact, small home. I also think you should probably furnish this one with some lamps and candles, but the nice thing is there are 1 million in this game. Could be a nice little side project. Okay, so this is the other Cyrodiil house in the Sturk Isles, and it is an actual mansion. There was a note on a board in town to buy it, and then I had to go to Anvil and find the right person. But if you're looking for a larger, fancier home in Cyrodiil, this would be the one. The Charach Manor. So yeah, as you can see, it's off on those Sturk Isles, right near a town gate, which is nice. Put on my flying hat again. Yeah, right on the north side of town here, tucked in the corner. Reminds me a lot of the houses in Oblivion, which is nice. It reminds me of Benares Manor, or maybe even the house in Coral. Oblivion's Benares Manor, I should say. It does exist in this project, Cyrodiil, as well. Yeah, large house, lots of storage. Alright, Karthwasten. So this is the one Skyrim house I found. It is just slightly outside of town. It is pretty small, but that's okay. Obviously, I think owning multiple homes is going to be most useful if you're using multiple market recall. If you feel like that's too cheap, at least you have places to travel to when you're visiting these towns if you need to drop stuff off or whatever. Skyrim takes forever to load. My computer is old and my mods are too many. I need to do some research onto if normal maps still cause an FPS hit even if they're not activated. But I don't know, I mean, I installed this whole setup on my girlfriend's laptop, which is much newer, and it ran flawlessly, so I feel like I should keep it all in case I eventually upgrade. So yeah, this one's right outside the north gate, roughly. Kind of in the edge of this little mini village outside of town. It does have a basement with a little bit extra storage. I did have to buy that from the castle in town. Okay, and then these are 3 different Narcissus houses. This one is in the old quarter right near the docks. Lock level 50? What the hell are you? Weird. Oh yeah, I brought this mannequin here. I really love that Narcissus bone mold set, so I decided once I had a second copy, well, except for one pauldron, that I'd put it here. Looks so damn cool. So this is a small house with 2 balconies. It's gonna take forever to load this too. Narcissus is one of the coolest cities they've ever built, but if you've got an older rig, it is, whew, demanding. But it's one of the most fascinating cities in an RPG ever, that's for sure. So the proximity to the docks makes this a good one to own, I think. Okay, the waterfall house is more towards the northeast edge of town.
She's not hard to look at.
I don't think he can even do anything for you, but who knows? Yeah, you get a steward.
May you find me worthy of your attention.
I'm gonna steal all that booze. Huge display room here, which is nice. So this is right at the edge of town in the market quarter. I do feel like this one's a bit overly bright, like they went a little too crazy with the lanterns. But it is quite large.
Whatever you want, within reason.
Oh, crikey. Yeah, you kind of have like a food room, a armory room, giant amount of storage at the bottom here. So this one costs some money, but I do feel like it's worth it. I'll also sell some of that to make the money back. I don't really like when there's a giant set of something like that inside a house. I mean, at this point, I'm so far along my playthrough, it doesn't matter, but early on, those kind of things can be a little game-breaking. And then again, most people who play this game know where to find them, so who am I to judge? Okay, try to show this off with the game-breaking. I should also say the person who made Magical Mainland Home said that at some point they were going to add more, and I'm sure they will. I mean, Narcissus has only been around for a chunk of this year, so I'm sure it'll get a nice house. So yeah, edge of market quarter. Literally right by the waterfall. Right off the purple road heading out of town. And then this last one, I just saw got released the other day. It's in the market quarter as well. There was a key behind the house. It is a free purchase. You just get it. Okay, sorry, text message. Okay, so yeah, this one is kind of buried more in the middle of town here. Bed, storage, rooftop access, and patio. Compact, but many levels. And a very large basement for storage and putting things on display. So yeah, that about does it. Some of the still functional Tamriel Rebuilt mods I've seen for player housing. Thanks for watching.